Here in California, more than 300,000 credentialed teachers are responsible for educating more than 6.2 million students. And every 5 years, teachers must renew their state credentials to remain in the classroom. But on the business side of teaching, who takes care of the teachers? In this sometimes arduous process, OUSD's go-to person is Isabel Garduno.
I answer questions of what the requirements are. I process paperwork. We look at master schedules for the secondary sites, and the teachers are assigned appropriately, having the right credential, NCLB compliance, and English learners authorizations. Prepare for credentials monitoring. There's a team that comes from the county office every 4 years.
Growing up in Borrego Springs, some of Isabel's earliest jobs came at national commercial outlets Kmart and Safeway. Jobs that quickly taught her to look for a different career path.
And right after Safeway, when they put me in the meat department, I thought, this is not for me. So, but I guess that was one of the steps to get to the cashier part of it. So that's when I looked for another job, and I was going to school, taking some child education courses, because I thought maybe one day I would be a teacher.
A quick study, Isabel once considered teaching. However, her transition from the corporate world to an alternative career in public education leaves absolutely no doubt that she made the right move.
It helped me to learn what kind of job I did not want. Yeah, and it makes me feel I appreciate what I have right now, more so because of having those jobs.
From instructional aide to senior clerk typist, personnel clerk, and her current position, the one common thread for Isabel has always been outstanding customer service.
It's easy for me to get along with anybody and everybody. You know, everybody has a good side. You just have to work with that side, and you get the same reaction back. Mm-hmm. And I've worked with some difficult people, but you know, you kill them with kindness and you win them over.
And in the sometimes stressful and hectic world of teacher credentialing, Isabel has learned one thing: people are people, but the job must get done.
You need to manage to be professional despite the reaction you're getting from that other person. And you don't have to be friendly or anything, but you know, polite in business. The fact that that other person is maybe not reacting like you would like them to react, you continue to be yourself and calm and polite and businesslike.
For former supervisor Sherry Sanders, Isabel is the prime symbol of excellence in the world of customer service.
She is very kind and considerate of people and their concerns and their personal issues when they're having trouble. So I would say absolutely a poster child for customer service.
And the philosophy to which Isabel subscribes is rather simple. Teachers and all those needing help fall into one category: her personal clientele.
If I get questions from payroll or insurance or any of the other departments, and I want to take care of them first, because I know that they're doing something that they need to complete as soon as possible. They have deadlines. So I take care of them like I would like for them to take care of me, and they do.
For Isabel's coworker, Clarice Roussel, her customer service skills are only magnified with her deep understanding of the certificated HR process.
And it's amazing in my mind how much information that she's able to retain, because things are constantly changing. Nothing is ever static in our department. So she is very necessary in my mind.
Especially when a certificated staff member realizes that there may be some issues with keeping current on their credential.
They need to think of it as a driver's license. You cannot depend on anybody else notifying you that it's coming up to expiry. You need to put that on the calendar and be responsible, because you don't want to be caught without it. That credential document authorizes your employment, so that's pretty important.
And as Sherry Sanders very well knows, when it comes to credentials, time is of the essence.
You have a certain amount of time to get that done and to take your coursework to make sure that you have cleared your preliminary credential. And so there's a lot of timelines that she does have to stay up on and help people remember.
And while the constant flow of traffic in her workspace has diminished, the constant need for information remains as high as ever.
I deal a lot of email, kind of quiet around my desk. Hardly get any calls or people coming to the counter. So when they do, I do enjoy giving the information, and they're always so appreciative.
And for Isabel, sincere appreciation and a smile from those she helps is always the ultimate reward.
And we've got a lot of people like that. I mean, they understand when they're aware of the time that they're taking from you because you're very busy, and they say it, and they show their appreciation when you do help them. I just love that. I get a lot out of that.
Her coworkers' appreciation of all Isabel does for both the department and the district was magnified the day that Superintendent Larry Perandi strolled down the hall to pay her a surprise visit.
Congratulations. You have been selected as one of our classified employees of the year, and well deserved.
Thank you very much.
I'm very honored.
I was shocked, yet very happy, and it touched me. I think you saw maybe a little tears coming out and everything, but it made me feel really good. But at the same time, I got this oh no speech time.
With her 28-year anniversary just around the corner, Isabel has no regrets about cutting out on that meat department job all those years ago.
Because I know what the other side looks like. I do. I know I am very blessed with my people, the people I work with, and my position. I enjoy very much. It's not stagnant ever. I mean, credentials are always changing. Laws and regulations are always changing. So to me, that's not boring. You know, for me, it's the right job for me.
And those are credentials that need not be sold to anyone who works with Isabel.
We want to give confidence to the people whose questions we're answering. And so the more we learn from each other, and we've learned a lot from Isabel, the better that we can do that. We want people to be able to come back to HR and say they're going to give us the right answer, and they're going to do it with a smile, and she does both of those things.